everybody, welcome back to another New Year's Challenge video brought to you in collaboration with WUUFLY. My name is Ree and I'm here to guide you through another 30-minute flow. We're going to be looking at some standing postures, we're going to be working our balance, getting into the hips and the glutes, and we'll be opening up a little bit through the heart, chest and spine. So I am amalgamating both the earth and air elements into this flow again. If you want to grab hold of a block or any props, then get them ready now. And when you're ready, I will join you on your mat in a moment. When you're ready, make your way into a comfortable seated position. We're going to start our practice with Shuni Mudra. You're going to bring your middle finger and thumb to lightly touch. So Shuni Mudra is the seal of patience. So you just rest the backs of your hands on your knees, close your eyes here. Perhaps we need more patience for ourselves, or perhaps we need some more patience for others in our lives. Perhaps this week has tested your patience somewhere at one point. So bringing that patience, calmness, tolerance back into our hearts, into our minds. And start to bring your awareness to your body, noticing how you feel today, bringing your awareness to your mind, maybe trying to clear and empty the mind. Noticing the breath and how the breath feels. Start to lengthen the breath, deepen the inhale. Allow the legs to soften, allow the shoulders to melt away from your ears. Inhale again, drawing up from your root to your crown. Exhale smoothly, crown to root. One more deep breath, drawing everything up. Exhale, soften. From here, bring your right hand down next to you. You can keep the eyes closed as you just reach the left fingers up to the ceiling. Take a nice side stretch, lift and lengthen. Exhale, wave the arm over the head. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, wave the arm over the head. One more time, inhale. Exhale, stretch, keep the left hip bone down. Inhale back to center and just observe how the left side of your body feels. And lower the left hand down next to you. Inhale, reach the right fingers up to the ceiling. Soften through that left elbow. Exhale, wave the arm over the head. Inhale, reach. Exhale, wave. Inhale, reach. Exhale, wave and hold it here. Soften that right knee. Beautiful. Inhale, draw yourself back up again. Just observe how the right side of your body feels. Lower the chin to your chest. Just relax the shoulders. This might be enough of a stretch for your neck today, depending on what time you're doing this practice. But if you would like a little bit more, interlace your fingers and bring your hands lightly onto your head. You don't need to push. The weight of your arms will be enough. And just allow the elbows to just draw in. Breathing in. Breathing out. One more breath. Releasing your arms and just allow your head to float back up, just noticing how it feels in your neck. Draw your knees together now. Give yourself a little hug, squeeze the knees to your chest, wrap your arms around your legs, close the gap between your belly and your thighs. Allow the forehead to move towards your knees. And then just creep the feet forwards. Bring your hands underneath your legs. Just wrap your arms around your legs, maybe reaching for your elbows or holding onto your legs. And just keep that connection, closing the gap between your belly and your thighs as you creep your feet forwards now, just inching the toes and heels. You can keep a softness in the knees, just keep that gap closed off. You can even kind of wiggle your butt back if that feels good, and just allow the head to move towards your knees or your shins. You can have the toes flexed. And just allow the head to be heavy. Just feel that openness happening through the shoulders, upper back. And maybe you're starting to feel some sensations down the legs. One more breath. Lovely, release, and just bring the knees back in. Nice little stretch for the spine. So with the knees in, the feet together, I'd like you to bring your hands onto your kneecaps, draw your chest forwards, and just straighten up through the back, drop the shoulders. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, round the back and lower your chin towards your chest. So you're rounding here. It's kind of like a cat-cow, but in a seated position. Inhale forwards. Lift your chin, lift your heart. Exhale, round through the back, dropping the chin towards your chest. Let's do 2 more. Exhale, round. And 1 more. Exhale, round. Draw yourself back up, so find that nice straight spine. Take your right fingers behind you, tent the fingers, push the earth away, and just draw your left arm across your body. Press your forearm into your right leg. Keep the knees together. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, draw that right shoulder back, maybe looking over your right shoulder or just looking down at the floor. Inhale, lengthen, crown of the head moves up. Exhale, twist, but try to soften into the twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Move around to the other side. Left fingers come behind your back. Tent the hand and press the earth away. Bring your right arm across your body and then just push the arm into the left knee. Keep your knees together. Inhale, reach up high, lift the head. Exhale, twist, drawing that left shoulder back, gazing down. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, come back to center. And cross your legs and gently roll over your hands and knees. Find your way into a tabletop position. Bring your hands under your shoulders, your knees under your hips. So you're going to take the right arm up towards the ceiling. This is going to be a dynamic movement. We're going to thread the right arm under the left arm. So reach the right fingers up, follow it with your gaze, and then feed the hand under. The right shoulder is going to tap, and then you're going to travel all the way back up. Inhale, reach the right fingers up. Exhale, feed the arm under, shoulder taps down. And again, inhale, reach the arm up. Exhale, reach the arm under, lower the right shoulder, pause here. Maybe slide that left arm up the mat. Bringing your left hand back down next to you, bring the right hand through and place it back under your right shoulder. Left arm lifts, follow the left hand with your gaze. Exhale, feed the arm under the right, tap the shoulder to the floor, and then inhale, keep moving through this. Lift, exhale, feed the arm under, tap the shoulder. 1 more. Exhale, as the arm feeds under, lower the shoulder, rest here, slide the right hand up the mat away from you, and just glance under your right armpit. Stay with your breath. Bring your right hand back down next to your face, push the floor away, bring your left hand back through. Tuck the toes under, take your knees a little wider and just take a wide knee child's pose, just stretching through the arches of your feet so it doesn't have to be a deep fold into your child's pose. You can add some movement here, slide the hands forwards, and maybe you find your head on a block or your head on the mat. Just feel the foot stretch, feel the toes having a little stretch here. Creep those hands forwards and keep the chest moving towards the mat. Maybe you can bring the chin forwards and turn this into a little heart opener, melting the chest and the upper back. Let's creep forwards actually into puppy pose now. So untuck the toes, walk the knees back underneath you, and just send the hands forwards. Keep the hands no wider than shoulder width, and allow the chin maybe to find the mat, or if you prefer, your forehead. Allow the chest to melt towards the floor. Keep the hips over the knees. Tops of feet stay down. One more breath here. Inhale, push back up onto your hands. Make your way back to your tabletop. Tuck your toes under when you're ready. Inhale, downward facing dog. So if this is your first down dog of the day, take your time to make your adjustments. Spread the fingers, index finger 12 o'clock. And then spread the toes. Make sure your feet are hip width apart and your heels are just floating off the mat. The knees are soft, so you can add a bend to your knees. Draw your chin in, chin to chest. Gaze between your legs towards the back of the room. Feel free to add movement, of course, your practice. So if you need to pedal out the legs, stretch out the hamstrings, wake up the backs of your legs, your calf muscles. Do whatever you need to do. Keep pushing the floor away, strong hands, strong arms. Finding stillness now. Starting to feel a little tremor maybe in your arms and shoulders. Gaze under your right arm, just check in with your neck. And then look under your left. Beautiful. Take your baby steps to the top of the mat. One foot in front of the other. And you can slow it down. Take some weight forwards into your hands. Eventually your feet make their way under your hips. Spread the toes. You can have a little space between your feet. Soften the knees. Forward fold. Holding onto your elbows if you prefer. Push down through the arches of your feet. Just notice any change and how that feels in your legs. Inhale, start to roll up. Allow the arms and head to be heavy. Root down through your heels. Curl the spine. Come to standing. Reach your hands over your head. Full body stretch. Keep the feet grounded as you separate the hands, lower the gaze. I'd like you to root down through your left foot, soften the left knee, and just slide the right leg up behind you, pointing the toes. So you're really having to squeeze your glute, and I want you to think about reaching your fingers high. Not the balance itself, just think about reaching high. Draw the right knee forwards, give the knee a hug, pull it into your chest. Think tall. Right hand on right knee, open the knee out to the side of the room. Opening your hips, but think tall. Keep growing. Send the right leg behind you, move through your warrior three. Come into that T-shaped balance. That's it, root down through the left foot and keep lifting that back leg, lift the chest. Lower your fingers to the mat, take your time, right leg floats up, standing split. Gaze towards your knee. Lower the right toes to the back of the mat. Lower the heel, it can only turn one way. And just make sure your left foot is in the center. So you might want to just walk it in a little bit. Bring your left elbow onto your left knee and try not to collapse into shoulder. Come into your side angle, but create some space between your shoulder and your ear. Reach the right fingers forwards over your head. And then start to open a little bit more to the side of the room, maybe gazing under your right arm towards the ceiling. Root down through the outer edge of that back foot. Try not to collapse into that left arm. Inhale, reach the right fingers up and then circle the arm behind your lower back. Bring your right fingers into the crease of your left thigh. Look over your right shoulder. Again, light on that left elbow. Start to straighten into your triangle so the front leg straightens and the left hand just relaxes against the inside of the knee again. Keep looking over your right shoulder. If the neck is tired, look down. Release the right fingers all the way up to the ceiling and draw yourself up to standing. Bring your arms shoulder height. Reverse it now. So staying with triangle legs as we lift the left fingers up towards the ceiling and we open our heart. Exhale, lower the arms back down and turn your toes so they face the corners of your mat. You're facing the long edge. Inhale, reach your hands high. As you exhale, squat into goddess. So you're going to pull the elbows back, drop the hips. Oh, did you hear my hip just click? Inhale, reach up high. It's all good. Exhale, pull the elbows back and squat. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, pull the elbows back, squat down and bring your hands to your knees. Push your right hand into your right knee, drop the right shoulder towards the floor. Beautiful, and switch it. Push the left hand into the left knee and drop the left shoulder towards the floor. And again, switch. And again. Come back to center, keep in this squat, keep the knees nice and bent. Bring your hands to your hips and I want you to just turn your toes, both sets of toes, to face the long edge of your mat now. I want you to keep the knees really generously bent. I want you to try and sit down, sit your bum down, lower your chest so you've got a nice parallel shape to the floor. Your spine is parallel to the floor. Keep dropping the hips, dropping the chest, sending your chin and nose towards the floor. Hold here. One more breath. Really feeling this in the hips. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders, spread the fingers. Push into your hands as you straighten your legs. No need to lock the knees, just straightening up. Keep a softness there if you need to. Keep turning the toes in a little bit more if you need to. Push down through the arches of your feet. Come onto your fingertips. Inhale, halfway lift. Start to squeeze the adductors together. Exhale, forward fold. Now lead with the chin. I'd like you to try and stick the chin down towards the floor. And again, inhale, halfway lift, squeeze the inner thighs, push down through the arches. Exhale, stick the chin forwards. Take some weight into your toes. One more, inhale. Halfway, exhale, forward fold, sending the chin towards the floor. Now at the last minute, draw your chin under and move the crown of the head towards the mat. Maybe you walk your hands back a little bit so they're in line with the insides of your feet. Root down through the arches. Take some weight into your toes. One more breath here. Nice. Walk your hands back out in front of you. Start to lift up halfway, balancing the blood, and then gently walk around to the top of your mat. So you're framing your left foot. Shuffle the left foot along a little bit so it's under the knee, and lower the right knee to the mat. Keep the right toes tucked. Inhale, lift your arms up. Anjaneyasana. Exhale, send the hips forwards. Send the right arm back and look towards your right heel. Now I want you to pull back so you're stacking your hips over that right knee so that the reach to your heel is easy. There it is. Lift the left fingers all the way up to the ceiling and then take that left arm back. Maybe you keep the arm up there. Maybe you draw that shoulder back and lift your heart up towards the ceiling and thrust that right hip forward so you're not collapsing into your lower back. Inhale, draw yourself back up, windmill your hands down to the mat. Tuck the back toes under, lift the back knee, step back to your high plank. Stack shoulders, elbows, wrists. Pull forwards, dome through the upper back. Lower knees, chest, chin. Push your feet and hips down, pull forwards. Keep pulling forwards as you round up through the back, curling the spine. Exhale, child's pose. Pause here if you want to, or make your way straight back up into downward facing dog. 2 more breaths. One more breath wherever you are. If you're in child's pose, start to lift back to your down dog. Start to take your little baby steps to the front of the mat, just bringing one foot in front of the other, making the weight now, putting the weight into your hands a little bit more, and then your feet find their way under your hips. Spread the toes, forward fold. I'd like you to walk your hands around to the right, keeping your feet as they are. Keep the feet glued to the floor. And then walk your hands around to the left. Same again. Try not to lift the insides of your feet. Push down through the arches. Inhale back to center. And from here, we'll take a halfway lift. Inhale, flat back, gaze forwards. Root down through your arches. Root down through your heels, a little bend in the knees, and then reach your arms out and up over your head, full body stretch. Exhale, separate the hands and lower your gaze. Root down through your right foot, so spread the toes and soften that right knee so you can engage the muscles. Then slowly float the left leg up behind you, and I want you to think about your reach. Think about expanding the fingers, lengthening up. Feel that left glute working. Keep reaching high, and then draw the left knee forwards, give the left knee a hug. Keep drawing the head up, think tall. Left hand stays on the knee, take the knee out wide. Keep thinking tall, opening that hip, but still drawing up. Travel through your warrior 3, so send that left leg slowly back behind you. Think tall, root down through your right foot. Find your balance, draw everything in. You can reach the hands back here. And then float your fingers to the mat. And then find your standing split. So that left leg is going to lift. You're going to look towards your right knee. Maybe this right knee is soft. Top leg is really extending. Point the toes. Keep that left leg lifting. Lower the left toes to the back of the mat, and then drop the heel in. It can only go one way. Walk the right foot into the center of your mat so the knee is over the ankle. Bring your right elbow onto your knee, but not too heavy into that elbow. Reach your left fingers forwards, and then start to open your chest to the side of the room, coming into your side angle. Look under your left arm towards the ceiling. Reach those fingers forwards. Breathing in. Breathing out. Inhale, lift the left fingers all the way up, and then swoop the arm behind your back. Bring those fingers into the crease of your right hip. Draw your gaze over your left shoulder. Again, not collapsing into that right arm. From here, just straighten that front leg, coming into triangle legs. Relax the right hand on the inside. Release your left hand and reach the fingers up high. Inhale, draw the left arm all the way up. Float your arms to shoulder height. And start to reverse your arms. Reach the right fingers all the way up. Maybe opening your chest a little bit more towards the ceiling. Reach, reach, reach. Inhale back to center. You're going to turn your toes so that they face the corners of your mat. I'm just going to turn around to face the screen. You're facing the long edge of your mat now. Bring your hands up over your head. Full body stretch. Exhale, goddess pose. So you're going to pull the elbows back.
So you're feeling the squeeze in your shoulder blades. Squat down as low as you can. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, pull back. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, pull back. Bring your hands to your knees. And we'll take our little shoulder twist. So you're going to push the right arm into the knee and drop the right shoulder down and switch. And switch. And switch. Bring yourself back to center, turn both sets of toes now in so they face the long edge of your mat. Hands can come to your hips or your waist, and you're going to try and lower the bottom and chest towards the floor, bringing chest and spine parallel to the floor, to the mat. Really squat down. Keep going, one more breath. Lower your hands to the floor so they're underneath your shoulders and straighten the legs here. Inhale, halfway lift, keep the toes facing forwards or pull them in slightly. Exhale, fold again, leading with the chest, leading with the chin. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold, sticking the chin forwards. Inhale, halfway, take some weight into your toes, push down into the arches, exhale, fold. Walk your hands now either between your feet, so they're back a little bit, or you could walk the hands all the way back through your legs. Draw your chin to your chest now. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath. Walk your hands back through your legs. And then you're going to walk around to the top of your mat. Towards your right foot. Frame your right foot. Lower the left knee towards the floor. Keep the left toes tucked. Right foot moves so it's under the right knee. Inhale, swoop the arms forwards and up. Come into your low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Send your hips forwards. And then just twist the left arm back. Look towards your left heel and then draw your weight back so your hips are stacked over that left knee and just make that reach nice and easy. Find your left heel. You don't need to collapse into it, but just find the heel, send that left hip forwards, reach the right fingers all the way up towards the ceiling. Maybe the arm goes back. Opening your chest, lifting your heart up. Inhale, windmill your hands all the way down to the floor, framing your front foot, step back to your high plank. Stack shoulders, elbows, wrists, pull forwards. Your way down, knees, chest, chin, or if you want to, Chaturanga Dandasana. Ease yourself down. Inhale to your up dog or your cobra. Glutes on, shoulders back. Draw the heart, the ribs forwards. Exhale to child's pose or move all the way back up to your down dog. Readjust your hands and your feet. Chin to chest, soften the knees. And take 2 more breaths wherever you are. If you're in child's pose, just make your way back up to your downward facing dog. From here, the right leg is going to lift, just 3-legged dog. Point the toes, bend the foot in towards your bottom, lift the right knee towards the ceiling, push through both hands equally, opening the hips. Draw the right knee out towards your right elbow, maybe they tap. And then send the right leg back, opening the knee towards the ceiling, keeping the foot close towards your bum. Lower the right knee down towards the floor, bring it to the center of the mat. And then start to pick up the left leg and pick up the right hand. So you need to make sure the weight is in that left arm. Reach for your left foot with your right hand and just take a tiger pose here.
Kick the foot into the hand. Maybe lift your gaze. Keep pushing through the left hand, right foot. And gently release. Tuck your right toes under. Three-legged dog, left leg lifts. Point the left leg nice and high and then pull the foot to the bum, lifting that left knee up towards the ceiling. Press through both hands equally, make your adjustments. Exhale, left knee comes towards left elbow. Inhale, send it back. And again, pull the foot to bum, lift the knee up. Push through both hands. Lower the left knee to the center of your mat. And then pick up the right leg. Right hand stays grounded. Reach back for your right foot with your left hand. Push into the earth with both your knee and your right hand. Look up. Kick the foot into the hand. Gently release. Lower the right leg down. Come into a child's pose. Allow the knees to separate. Finding your head on the floor. And when you're ready, please make your way onto your back. So to finish, we'll take a twist, a nice deep twist actually. So we're going to cross, and this is nice for the inner thighs. Cross the right leg over the left leg, close the gap between your knees. Bring your arms so that they're either in goddess arm shape or out wide. I'm going to go for goddess arms as we kind of opened a little bit today through the shoulders. Bring the backs of your hands down and allow both knees to fall to the left. Maybe you shuffle that left shoulder under a little bit so you can get more of your upper back on the floor. Gaze towards your right elbow or your right hand. Allow the legs to be heavy here. So this is a nice release for the inner thighs. You get a nice outer stretch down the right thigh. Nice twist through the spine and nice opening through the right shoulder. Slow the breath. Relax the fingers. And draw the knees slowly back into the center. Uncross your right leg. Shuffle your hips to the middle of your mat again. Cross the left leg over the right. Close the gap at the knees. Keep your arms in any shape you wish. Drop the knees to the right side now. Shuffle the right shoulder under a little bit so that the shoulders can be grounded here, especially that left arm. Allow the legs to be heavy, both legs. Allow them to be really heavy now as they drop towards the floor. Turn your gaze towards your left elbow or hand if that feels comfortable. And then very gently draw the knees back to center, uncross your legs, give yourself a little hug to alleviate any tension or any strange sensations in the lower back. If there's any final stretches that you wish to take now, please go for it. If you want to take a happy baby or any other stretches. When you're ready, make your way into Baddha Konasana just to cool off the hips. Bring the soles of your feet together. Supta Baddha Konasana. Allow the knees to just drift wide. Tuck the tailbone under. Draw the chin to your chest so the back of the neck is nice and long. Your hands can rest wherever is comfortable. And just allow the legs to be heavy here. If you need to support your legs with blocks, then grab them. This is supposed to be restorative now. We're just allowing the hips and inner thighs to cool down. And then from here, make your way into Shavasana, or you could stay as you are if you prefer.
So if you want to extend the legs, feel free. Change your arm and hand position if you need. So your relaxation, feel free to stay here for as long as you need to. Slowing the breath down and just letting that entire body relax. If you're ready, start to bring some life back into your fingers and toes. Taking some deeper breaths now. Slowly waking the body back up. Feel free to reach your arms overhead, take a full body stretch. Maybe bring the knees into your chest. And then when you're ready, just roll over onto one side and pause there. And then when you're ready, slowly rise, making your way back into a comfortable seated position. Feel free to keep your eyes closed. Come back to Shuni Mudra, bringing your middle finger and thumb to touch. Relaxing your hands on your knees. Allow your neck to lengthen, your shoulders to melt away from your ears. Shuni Mudra for patience. Perhaps bring a little bit more patience into your life. Draw your hands to prayer, connect your hands to your heart center, bow your head in gratitude and in thanks of your body and your practice. Thank you for your presence. Namaste.